OpenAI has just released their agent builder, and it changes everything. They are stepping straight into the automation world, competing with giants like n8n, Zapier, and Make.com. In this video, we'll review the entire tool, talk about its functions, how it exactly works, and on top of that, I will show you how to build on live a fully functional AI agent. So let's get started. To begin with, to get access to Agents Builder, you need to go ahead to platform.openai.com. The link will be in the description of this video. And then at the left side of the page, we've got our Agent Builder. We can click here, and then we can click on Create. Afterwards, we've got this entire lovely and very simple interface. So in the middle, we build our AI agent / aka AI automation. At the left side, we've got our nodes we can use. So we've got, for an example, agent. We can provide a node. We've got the file search, guardrails, MCP, which is very interesting. We'll talk about it later. Some logic options and data options. But for now, what we can do, we can click Ctrl-Z and just delete everything. Because what we've got our first default workflow. So we've got the start option. And when we click on it, in the right top corner, this interface will pop up, this window. And we can see we've got the input, which is text. So basically, we triggered this entire automation after we provide some text. I will show you that later. Then what we can add specific variables. So we can click on add. So basically, we've got a string, number, boolean, object, or even list. But for now, let's leave it. Then what we've got our AI agent. And now what we have inside. We've got a name. We can give it a name. Some instructions include chat history. We can specify the model. So we've got different models, GPT-5, Nano, or any other older models. Then what we've got reasoning effort. We can add the tools, which is so useful. Because actually, what we can do, we can add the client tool, MCP server, so that means we are able to connect our AI agent with multiple different applications. So when we open it, we can use Gmail, Google Calendar, Google Drive. So basically what we do, we just can use Agent Builder to actually create AI agent that will do some specific things of our needs, okay? So we create AI agent that can literally connect with Google Calendar, Google Drive. We've got here Zapier, we've got Stripe, okay? We've got other developers' applications. So we've got built-in MCP servers inside, which is so cool. But about it later. For now, also we've got the output format. We can choose JSON. I will show you that in this video. But let's stick with some specific tool. So for instance, I can add the tool, and let's start with web search. So basically what we can do, we can add the web search, so we can allow our AI agent to search the web. And now I can just type your helpful assistant. Your job is to search internet for information. Simple as that, okay? And with all that being said, what I can do, I can click on preview, and I'm able to chat with my agent. And then I can type. Please give me the recent news from Sam Altman. Additionally, we can provide some file, but for now we don't want to do this. We can just run this specific prompt. And then it uses our AI agent and it searches the web. So the tool we applied inside this specific AI agent. It takes several seconds for this agent to perform the task. And afterwards, we'll have our response. But for now, what we did, we basically just created our very first automation AI agent. So now we can just look. It's just verifying the source credibility. It searches the web once again. And in a matter of seconds, we'll have the response. So after it's done, the information is really comprehensive. So we've got the links to the articles. When we open it, we see October 8th. So this is the today's date. So basically it's nice. However, it's pretty simple, okay? This is pretty simple use case. But remember, we've got with the Agents Builder different nodes. So for instance, if I wanted after the response to do something else, okay? So just create two different paths. I can provide the if-else path. And then if something happens, I can just follow this path, so this first one path, or if something else happens, I can follow the other path. I can I can actually provide a node for user approval, okay? For other application, for guardrails, for file search, or any other different node. For now, what we can do, we can create our very first automation from scratch, and I will show you how it works. If you want to delete some existing nodes inside Agents Builder, you just click on a node, and in the right top corner, you've got the delete step, okay? And for now, what I would like to create is an automation / AI agent that will give for me the information about either marketing or sales. So to begin with, I can start with the start, then I can pick my agent that will only return for me just the specific information. So whether marketing word or sales word. And then I will be using that for if-else condition. So if we will have the marketing word, we'll continue with the first path. If it's for sales, we'll continue with the second path. So what I can do, I can type here the following sentence. You are a helpful assistant. Return marketing if query is about marketing, return sales if it's about sales. Pretty simple. We can also name it as validation agent. And then what we want to do is to provide the output format, which is JSON. It will allow us to provide the structure we want to get as a response, okay? So we can type here the response. And then we can add the description. So either write marketing or sales. So we just give actually the format of the response we want to get that we'll be using in the next step. We can update it. And after doing that, what we do? When the user provides some query about whether it's marketing or sales, we go to our A agent that decides if it's for marketing or sales. After our A agent just makes for us the specific condition, we go here and we use the if-else node. So what we have, we can do something like we would like to choose the response from our validation A agent. And what we can do, we can choose the comparisons. So it equals the text we want to provide. So let's say marketing. Okay, it works this way. And now if it's like for sales, we'll continue this path. So for now, what we want to do is to provide another node. We can take basically this dot and drag and drop it here. And afterwards, this specific interface for just choosing the node will be highlighted. So we need to choose a node. So we want to take an agent that will be for sales, basically for marketing. And the second path that we'll be following will be for our sales. So you can name it as sales. And then what we can do is to just also provide some specific actually here files. So if we click on file search, we can either choose our vector store. So if I click here, I need to provide the vector store ID, or I can go ahead to my vector stores. And then let's say we can just copy the ID right there. When we go back to our agents builder, and once again, we click on tools, file search, select vector store, we can just paste the vector ID and click on select. So we chose specific vector store. But another actually thing how we can just upload the files is just upload the files from our very own computer. So we can click on upload or even drag and drop here some files. After uploading a file, I can click on attach, and then my knowledge is inside my specific marketing agent. Additionally, what I want to do is to add another tool, which we used, which is web search. Also, we can search, actually we can provide the websites from where we would like to search, okay? But for now, I would like to leave it blank. Then it searches the entire internet. Also, we've got the user's location, country, region, city, and so on. For now, I would like to click on add and also provide this web search tool for other sales agent. Additionally, what I want to do is to change the reasoning effort. So I would like the agent to think more, okay? Just to more evaluate the query I provided. So if you choose the medium or high, then it will just think more and the time taken for the response will be just bigger, higher. But if you take, let's say you need an agent for casual things, you just choose minimal or low. Also, if you wanna know what are these options, what they do, you just take your mouse and you just, point on them, and you've got constraints effort on reasoning for reasoning models. Reducing reasoning effort can result in faster responses and fewer tokens used on reasoning and a response. So it works this way. For this case, what I can do, I can just click on preview and just type the following query. Give me top marketing trends and insights for 2025. We can just run it. And afterwards, at the left side of the page, our automation runs. So we use our validation agent to decide if it's for marketing or sales. So we've got marketing. And now it should choose this path, so this one. However, it chose the sales path, which is weird. So what happens, we can just look, we've got the marketing. However, for now, I see that we have here the quotation marks, okay? So maybe this is the problem. We can close the preview and now provide here the quotation marks. So just go there and provide the quotation marks, and it highlights on purple. We can once again click on preview, and then just take the sentence and give me top marketing trends and insights for 2025. Let's run it, and now let's see if it works. So it chose the marketing, and then it's fine, okay? So it chose the marketing path, and it uses our marketing AI agent. So we are waiting for reasoning for the data. So we need to wait a while and just basically look how it thinks. It's using reasoning for the third time. It also searches the web. So it's great if you have in your agent, like if you have some important thing, it's better to have the reasoning option or on medium or even high. So that's pretty interesting because it took quite some time, but look how many reasoning steps we've got here. But afterwards, we've got really nicely structured information and the message with all the numbers, with all the links to the articles and the most actually comprehensive marketing insights. Now let's talk very shortly about the interface. So basically, I showed you how we can delete specific nodes, so you just click here. However, what about the connections? So these lines that are connecting the nodes. When we click on the connection, we can delete it. And afterwards, after we do this, we can just reorganize our automation and do it in the following way, for example, okay? So we can just organize our entire workflow. Additionally, at the left side of the page, we've got the core nodes. So we covered the agent, this is the end node. So actually it indicates where the entire automation ends, for example here, okay? We've got the node, so we can add the specific node right there. And let's go ahead with the corner. We can drag and drop it here or even expand. And now I can type something. So this is my first workflow, okay? Then what we can do, we've got the file search. So also we can use it inside our AI agent. However, in the right top corner, we've got our vector store query. And also we can connect it right here with our other specific nodes. We've got the guardrails that are super important. So inside what we have, and we've got the moderation, jailbreak, hallucination, continue on error. So for an example, if I enable the jailbreak, I've got, let's say I just get this agent that does something. Then I connect it with guardrails. And if it passes, we go with this path. If not, we go, let's say, with this path. It's super useful. So we've got these specific options. If you want to get some more information, you just click, you just get your mouse on this specific thing. What we have MCP, which is super important. So this is the most powerful tool we have inside Agents Builder. So you can add some external application, Gmail, Google Calendar, Google Drive, let's say Outlook email, or any other application. Or even we can connect with Zapier that offers 8,000 different applications inside. So it's a huge game changer. Additionally, if you want to publish your entire workflow, in the right top corner, click on publish and then give it a name. So first AI agent, and then you're ready to go. You've got your workflow published. So we can click here, okay? And afterwards, you're ready to add your very own AI agent to your very own domain. So maybe you've got a shop or even some website. So that we have it. Agents Builder is a powerful feature, and for now, it's a huge hype for it. I think it's not without a reason, because it's gonna compete with other giants like NADN, Zapier, and Make.com. It's gonna be better. I really like the interface. It's really clean, really handy, and really simple to use. For now, it's still expanding, but we'll get more and more updates in the future. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to leave a like and click subscribe button. Also leave a comment what you think about it. Also remember, if you would like to take your AI skills to the next level, feel free to join AI Agents Accelerator. So it's our premium community. For now, the price is very low, so no pressure. I will put the link in the description of this video. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next material.